Hey guys, this is a breakdown. I can't say it's the breakdown due to Riot copywriting that, but this is a breakdown. So, what we're looking at here, we have red team versus blue team, obviously. Us as UNG, we are the blue team. We are currently at a 2,000 gold deficit. However, we are up a turret, but we are down 17 kills. Just taking a look at it, Caston's pretty far ahead right now, and so is Rengar. Their bot lane's pretty far ahead too, but we got some top lane pressure. So, with all that being said, let's get into it here. So, what we are looking at here, we are looking at a pick. With their Fed team, they're wanting to set up a pick. Dragon is live here, right? So, full on knowing they've been bush cheesing us all game, I decide to make the decision to just shove mid. Now, this wave is going to crash up here, well outside of their reaction time to get all the way from here back. So now at this point, the red team is going to have two decisions. It is either going to be they are going to do the dragon and then back, or they're just going to back right away, leave the dragon on the table, but we're still going to be able to pick up a turret for our troubles. So with that, I actually make the decision to just shove mid here, right? So we end up pushing mid, and we're just going to play it here. And you can see me pinging on the turret there. Rengar decides to go to his blue. They're pinging assistance. But by the time that they finish the dragon, we're already in their base with a Baron buff, right? So with Baron buff, we easily take the inhib. I almost call for the Rise of Realm Warp us out. However, we don't need it. We're just able to walk away. And out we go. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show you blue side Fog of War because I want you to be able to see what I see, what I saw in the game when I was shot calling. At this point now, I'm going to call for us to bush cheese ourselves, hoping that maybe they will come down here and check. Knowing they just took dragon, I kind of figured it was maybe a long shot, but we end up baiting with the blue trinket. Caston comes over at the top of the screen there for just a split second, decides to walk away. I sweep the bush, a little late. And I was like, all right, well, Quinn just showed up bot lane. We're going to go ahead and let's Realm Warp in behind her. So we end up taking the Realm Warp. Everyone gets in but Draven. We end up hitting clutch skill shots onto her. Draven comes in and one-shots her. So actually probably for the best that Draven didn't get that Realm Warp. So at this point now, I see them bot lane. They are wanting to get a turret for their troubles. However, their next wave is up here, so they're not going to be able to yet. I call for us to stay and push. Alawi goes back and grabs the wave. And now at this point it is kind of looking like a base race. Knowing that Alawi still has a Baron buff for a brief amount of time, I decide this is a base race that we do want to take. They are a little bit ahead of us, but we have a Baron buff, and that's going to trump it. So, not too far behind, we take out the turret as well. Rengar is forced to go all the way around the jungle, so he's out of position. And we actually end up trading these at almost exactly the same time. We trade those within a second of each other. At this point, I see that they're backing. I make the decision to go ahead and push. Now, we have a poor engage here onto the Urgot. Lee Sin kick should have been saved for someone else. With that being said, though, we pop Rengar when he comes in. And we actually have a pretty poor team fight here. They're able to just get us one by one. The Pyke ult finishes off two of us. And at this point, I know that Urgot has TP, and I call for him. He's going to TP into our base. Now, taking a look at it, Urgot only has a Black Cleaver and Frozen Mallet, right? He is not going to put out extreme amounts of damage to kill our base, but it does get pretty close. Luckily, we have double supers able to help us out here. Actually, excuse me, just single super. We do lose one turret for our troubles. However, super did work, cleared out the wave like it needed to. And so just like that, they can't take any more. And at this point, I call for us to just go mid. We need to deal with the side wave here, but we need to go mid. It's kind of a do or die situation at this point now. And what we're going to be looking at is, let's take a look at the tools that we have on the board. We have double teleport, and we have a Realm Warp. Double TP is going to be important just in case they try to backdoor us. We can still TP back to our turret and hopefully get a defense off. And we also have Realm Warp available as well. So we spot Quinn there out of position. She was in our jungle for some reason. Pyke walks over a ward momentarily, does get it with the Duskblade. But at this point, I know that they're out of position. So what I'm going to do is we're actually going to clear one more wave here. And then I'm going to call for a Realm Warp, asking if we can ult the minions into the base. And I have Illaoi stay out. Now, the reason Illaoi stays out is to keep the minion from removing turret aggro. Or, excuse me, from dying from the turret aggro. That gets Illaoi into the fight. Again, it's on a backline. Actually end up living. And now this point is, the call is just Nexus. We're only hitting the Nexus, and there's actually no way we can lose at that point. Taking a look at the end of the game, we are down 20 kills. So in that fiasco, we actually lost 3 kills. And our gold lead actually went down, but in doing so, we actually won the game. And that is knowing what tools that you have available to work with, and understanding what the enemy team is going to do. I like to call this proactive shot calling. Expecting the enemy team to do something, and then we end up actually countering it by something of our own. So thank you very much for watching. If you guys have any questions, feel free to message me or leave a comment below. And we'll catch you next time.